400 billion China-Vietnam Railway finalized, 1-hour direct access to China. Vietnam has decided to build 2 high-speed railways, one starting from Haiphong and Quang Ninh, Vietnam, passing through Hanoi, crossing Lao Cai, and connecting to Kunming, Yunnan, China. The other starts from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, passing through Lang Son, and directly connects to Nanning, Guangxi, China. The long-awaited China-Vietnam Railway has finally been finalized. The Vietnamese Ministry of Planning and Investment said that the 2 high-speed railways will start construction before 2030 and use Chinese technology. Let us take a closer look in this video. The most important of the 2 railways mentioned above is Vietnam's North-South High-Speed Railway. This high-speed railway is called the Vietnamese version of the Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway. We all know that the Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway connects Beijing and Shanghai. Beijing is the capital of China, and Shanghai is China's most economically developed city. The capital of Vietnam is located in Hanoi in the northern region, while the most economically developed city is Ho Chi Minh City in the south. Historically, Vietnam has experienced north-south separation, known as South Vietnam and North Vietnam. Although North Vietnam finally unified South Vietnam economically, South Vietnam has always been more developed than North Vietnam. Obviously, Vietnam wants to follow China's Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway and build Vietnam's Hanoi-Ho Chi Minh High-Speed Railway, also known as the North-South High-Speed Railway. In terms of terrain, Vietnam is very suitable for building high-speed railways. Because its entire land area presents a narrow and long strip shape. As long as the North-South High-Speed Railway is built, the whole of Vietnam will be connected by high-speed railways. This high-speed railway is 1,545 kilometers long, and the Beijing-Shanghai High-Speed Railway is 1,318 kilometers long, and the 2 are highly similar. The only difficulty is that Vietnam lacks money. Looking back 20 years ago, the Vietnamese proposed the Vietnam North High-Speed Railway plan in order to open up the economic development of the North and South. However, due to the complex terrain and soaring land prices, the huge amount of funds required to build this road has become a problem that troubles Vietnam. Against this background, they began to seek international assistance and bid in 2010 in the joint venture and co-construction mode. But privately, they already had a candidate, that is, China. Although the price is expensive, Vietnam is close to China, and it can be used to make up the difference in funds for high-speed rail through cooperation. It was originally a done deal, but it was disrupted by Japan. They confused the Vietnamese side with a low-price strategy, which eventually led to Vietnam's abandonment of cooperation with China due to economic pressure. But what the Vietnamese side did not expect was that this decision actually made Vietnam eat a big cake for 13 years. Japan used the excuse of increased construction difficulty to continuously demand an increase in the budget, leading to endless disputes between the 2 sides. What's worse is that the opening time of the railway has been postponed to 2045, which has caused great dissatisfaction among local people. Why does the Japanese side have to wait and wait? In fact, it is not difficult to understand. Since the news that China took over the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed rail, China has begun to step onto the world stage, but it also marks the decline of the previous high-speed rail king, Japan's Shinkansen. More and more countries only choose China for high-speed rail. The decline of Japan's high-speed rail has spread to other areas in Japan. Even local economic news has issued a warning that if it does not expand abroad, it may lose the trust of the outside world in Japanese quality. In order to open up overseas influence as soon as possible in this Vietnam high-speed rail, they lost their minds and deliberately lowered the price, which eventually led to tragedy. Vietnam has been waiting for 13 years and finally got nothing. At the same time, the news of the successful operation of China's Jakarta-Bandung high-speed rail came. The Indonesian high-speed rail project built by China was completed in just 7 years, with a speed of up to 350 kilometers per hour, which greatly facilitated the travel of the Indonesian people and led to 51,000 jobs. According to the assessment, the total cost of building Vietnam's north-south high-speed railway may be as high as $72 billion. Vietnam's GDP is only $416 billion. To build this high-speed railway, Vietnam will have to invest 17% of its GDP. To be honest, Vietnam can't afford this money at all. So how to solve the problem of funds? You can refer to the experience of Indonesia's Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway. The Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway adopted the joint venture and co-construction model. China provided Indonesia with a loan of $4.5 billion. Indonesia holds 60% of the shares of the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway, while China holds 40%. China is responsible for helping Indonesia train some high-speed railway maintenance personnel and establish a small part of the related parts industry chain. After Indonesia made money, it first repaid the loan owed to China. The remaining profit was divided into 40% by China and 60% by Indonesia. This is a combination of equity plus bonds investment. Indonesia's high-speed railway was built, and China also obtained 40% of the shares of the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway and exported high-speed railway technology. The most important thing is that after the completion of the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway, it has formed a demonstration effect for the entire ASEAN. It was also after the completion of the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway that the China-Thailand high-speed railway, the China-Vietnam high-speed railway, and the Malaysia East Coast high-speed railway were all taken over by China's high-speed railway. Originally, Malaysia was not active in building high-speed railways. Vietnam wanted to introduce Japanese high-speed railways, and the China-Thailand high-speed railway was also stumbling and progressing slowly. Once the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway was opened, almost in just 2 or 3 years, the entire ASEAN high-speed railway network was thrown into the arms of China. Now, only the China-Myanmar high-speed railway has not been included in the schedule. But as long as the China-Thailand high-speed railway, the China-Vietnam high-speed railway, and the Malaysia high-speed railway are built first, the opening of the China-Myanmar high-speed railway is sooner or later. The 99-year lease of Kai Okpiu port has been obtained, and the China-Myanmar high-speed railway is the last artery to open up Yunnan's seaport. In fact, China not only won the ASEAN high-speed rail, but also the China-Nepal railway that crosses the Himalayas and the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan railway that connects Central Asia. But why would Vietnam give up the Japanese high-speed rail and return to China's embrace? The core reason is one: China's economic interests are too great. The current Vietnamese manufacturing industry is basically transferred from Chinese companies such as Luxshare Precision, BYD Electronics, Foxconn, Lekki Holdings, Jingyuan International, and a large number of Chinese factories. Vietnam's own power generation capacity is insufficient. In order to support the stable operation of Chinese factories in Vietnam, Even the electricity in northern Vietnam is supplied by Guangxi. The rapid development of Vietnam's economy is largely due to the transfer of China's low-end manufacturing industry. China is Vietnam's largest trading partner. In addition, there are two major factors. First, Vietnam's railways are too old. Many of them were built during the French colonial period and cannot keep up with the needs of Vietnam's rapid economic development. Second, Vietnam has tasted the sweetness of upgrading its railways and aligning with China. Vietnam's high-speed rail is likely to adopt the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed rail model, with part of the funds borrowed from China, and the other part of the funds insufficient, selling equity to China, thus realizing the China-Vietnam Railway joint venture. Under this joint venture model, China can not only become the major shareholder of all ASEAN high-speed rail networks, but also the only technical controller. Southeast Asia has long been known as the backyard of white people. Because they use US dollars and euros to go to Southeast Asia for consumption, tourism, entertainment, and retirement, the cost is too low. In the future, ASEAN will also become the backyard of the Chinese and build a free trade zone of RMB. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.